Ready? 1, 2, 3,
Nice one, Speedy. You can't just rock up in Mumbai, the heart of all that is Bollywood, and not expect some glitzy, glamorous, star-studded event to be taking place somewhere. Well, in about 3 hours' time, India's answer to the Oscars is taking place in there, the 49th Annual Filmfare Awards. And guess who's got access?
Meet Jazz, a 24-year-old Brit-Asian who wants to make it big in Bollywood. He's spent 18 months in Mumbai learning the tricks of the trade. His dream is shared by his dad Surjeet, who's funding an entire film to launch his son into stardom. In a tough industry, they're taking a gamble. For them, the stakes are very high.
After nearly 450 programmes, it's no surprise that the Casualty set runs like clockwork. Time is money when you're making television drama in the UK.
Okay, are we happy with this?
Well, it's fun. I mean, the fact that everything's on time, it's nice. I know at 7:30 I'm going to be back in my hotel. You know, in India, I don't really know. When they say finishing at 1, that means I'm finishing at 5 in the evening.
Unfortunately, that's looking like a distinct possibility from where Emma's standing. All filming has ground to a halt whilst they finish building the set.
They were saying you must walk through the door very seductively. And as they were showing me, the door was wobbling all over. I thought, that's going to fall on my head. Insurance.
Most of these women used to be men. The rest just haven't been castrated yet. When they're ready, the ancient ritual will be the same. There will be no anaesthetic, no doctors, no pain relief. And after one swoop of a surgeon's razor, no genitals, no testicles, no penis, nothing. Just a life-threatening wound. And for the participant, a life-affirming liberation. Never mind the bollocks. These are the Hijras, India's third sex. And this is the story of their secret world and their very public parties.
The Everest region is the principal attraction in a tourism industry which takes 40,000 British visitors to Nepal every year. Those who take the high road trekking will experience the most spectacular landscape without having to carry the burden of their own baggage. These porters are not the legendary Sherpas who back up mountaineering expeditions, but poor lowland farmers augmenting their income. They're not supermen who are acclimatized to these conditions and are uniquely vulnerable to altitude dangers such as hypothermia, frostbite, mountain sickness, all of which can maim and even kill. Accidents happen because basic safety for porters is a low priority within the industry.
Qawwali, I think, originated approximately about 800 years ago with the coming of the Sufi saints who came to India, and they realized that music was a very essential part of the Indian subcontinent.
Traditionally, Qawwalis are performed in a group made up of one lead singer and a secondary singer. The rest of the members keep up the rhythm by ferocious hand clapping and the almost chant-like repetition of salient phrases.
The way I look at it, I think it is basically pleading a case. So, you know, if you're pleading a case, it's just how you go about it. And that is exactly what Qawwali is, you know.
Name's Haki, that's with a H, not a P. The reason I say that is because some people make a mistake. They put a P. I always correct them. I said, no, it's H for hacky. Hacky, hacky. There's some people make a rhyme out of it. They got hacky there, hacky, hacky there.
Whether it's the addiction of the spices, the tingling sensation of the sauce, or just the aroma of flavours, Britain's infatuation with the curry dominates the nation's dining experience. There are today 9,500 curry houses throughout the UK, enough to sate any appetite. I'm Ravinda Bogle, a cookaholic, passionate about food, or as I like to put it, a food pervert. For me, Indian food has been part and parcel of my life.
Who's hungry?
Growing up in Kenya, I had plenty, but when I moved here in the 80s, little did I realise what a phenomenon it was about to become. The curry house has now become a familiar part of virtually every major city landscape. I'm on a mission to find out how a country known for its love of bland food came to fall in love with the humble curry.
Any spare inch backstage is used for last-minute preparation, practice, or puja. No Indian event would be complete without a blessing to ensure it all goes to plan. Thousands of fans turn out to catch a glimpse of their screen idols, and this year they weren't disappointed. Who do you want to win Best Film? Everyone's got an opinion. The show kicks off and Bollywood comes to life. There's plenty of signature sexy items, giant men draped in black satin, women in cages, and those all too familiar gyrating hips.
It's not just Indians who are making the most of this new wealth. An estimated 32,000 Britons alone, many from an Asian background, have recently moved to India in search of business opportunities and a better way of life. Mumbai is a popular choice. Gavin D'Souza runs Writers, one of a growing number of relocation service providers. They sort out the A to Z of moving to another country, from finding a home to general orientation. But what I wanted to know were the key cultural things a person should know before moving. Like, for example, the head shake. I mean, does it mean yes or does it mean no?
I think in India, nobody ever says no. Everybody always says a yes. So you got to get used to that.
So you just start shaking your head.
So you have to just shake your head, yeah. When you fix an appointment, you end up waiting for almost 45 minutes for them to show up. So that's
45 minutes is generous. It's usually an hour plus.
And yes, crossing the road. You got to cross the road extremely slowly. You got to get you. How are you doing?
How did you do that?
And you got to be watchful. You stand on the inside, I'll stand on the outside, right? And you got to make sure that the cars coming in your direction see you. Okay, after this car, we're gonna go, okay?
Okay.
You just do what I tell you to do, okay? Come on, come.
Now I'm walking.
Come.
Oh!
Come. Come. Here we go.
How embarrassing, I can't even cross a road.
Welcome to the brand new series of Network East Late with me, Rajesh Merchandani.
And me, Layla Ruas. Tonight we've got a show filled with music, comedy and chat.
With movie director Shekhar Kapoor.
And Vincent Ibrahim from the Kumars.
We've also got the Doctor of Laughter, Madan Kataria.
And Marky Mark and Dee from Radio 1 Extra.
So sit back, relax and enjoy the next 40 minutes.
Glad you're here, and I knew you'd be here because it was free. Here's the problem, right? Indian people can't live without a bargain, and Chinese people can't live if they give you a bargain. Well, hey, how much is that bag? The Chinese guy goes, 35 pounds. And when they tell you the price, they don't just tell you the price, they tell you the price and they give you this look to see how much you waver. 35 pounds. So I'm like, all right, I'll give you 30. Now here's the thing, when you try and bargain with a Chinese guy, he'll never just tell you no, like no. He'll tell you no in such a way that it sounds like you just said the most ridiculous shit he's ever heard in his life. I'll give you 30. He goes, no. Yeah, no. No, I can sell to you for 30 pounds. Then maybe today I sell you 30, you come tomorrow, I close down.